Alright, so today on the wonderful, lovely Gamingmadirocks, we're going to be taking a look at where we left off. Now, I quite for sure don't know what I was supposed to be doing. It's been a week since I've um, recorded a video. You know, the last video you guys saw was on Friday, I believe. Maybe a little less than a week. I'm not quite for sure, but I think the last one you saw was Friday. Now, we are going to get into doing a little bit of trying to. Right now, we're trying to port Vanilla and Vanil bytes, and Vanil bytes 2 is on the process of being worked on. Now, we are going to need to basically want to prioritize that over the iteration of Vanilla bytes 2. Now, personally, last time we also did get ourselves a building here on our own. Oh, now we can't get deals right now because first off, we don't have a receptionist, but that's all right. We don't need a receptionist right now. I could probably put it there and would be good, you know. But I think we're fine for now. Now, we have assigned the core and the service team are going to be porting those over. It looks like we are making some great money. I do. Someone is called in sick. Let's slow things down. Let's go to all companies. Let's go to worth. Actually, let's go to bank. So we are worth this much. What has drive? I want to look at products. Okay. Slide Back Studios has. Ew, wow, what did they release that made them so much money? They released Office Viewer. What? Okay. I'm going based off of worth though. They've made Amp Shop 2 and 3. What have you guys released? Because you guys have released 2D editor and an audio tool, Audiblescapes. You know, we don't. Their bank is worth 38,000. We don't have enough to buy these guys out, but I think what I want to do is let's go to details. Let's buy a little bit in. Let's buy stock in them for now. Because we have a little bit, I know, bought in a huge bunch of stock. We're kind of hoping that we get a lot of some of their acquired assets. So we're not going to work on a 2D right now. Players not having their social needs met. Okay. Now, I think that should be alright. They're not having their social needs met. We are heading for bankruptcy because we did just buy a buttload of things, but we are porting, so we are doing some great porting there. Core, we're going to educate you in some 2D because this is an all-around Core is an all-around service person. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the core team. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who assigned furniture? No. Data overlays? No. Room labels. Okay, that's the core team. So it looks like we could hire somebody into the core team. So let's go down here. Let's go to programmer. Let's go, I don't know. Let's minimize you for a second here. Let's go to manage employees. No, let's go to, hold on. We're going to close that out. We need to manage core team. It looks like in 2D we're lacking the 2D department over here, so I think we'll hire somebody who can do 2D. Let's hire a programmer. Let's go to 2D. Let's go with a medium salary here. skill. Oh, fudge. I don't want to have to spend so much money. Let's go hire an employee. Kind of do that. Um, let's go with programmer. Let's go with a high. This is high salary 2D. Begin looking. You want a very compatible. Okay. Now, if we can get somebody who has some good, I don't mind looking again, just because. You know, you have a little bit of, okay, you're hired, but yeah, you're hired because you have the 2D and the network design, so you're hired for sure. I do want to look at the other great ones here that we have, because frankly, I want to make sure that, let's look one more time, so we're going to hire another row of people, but I want to, you're hired as well. You don't have very much of anything, but you have some. Your 2D and your system are great, so you're hired as well. Okay. Let's go and hire a designer. We're hiring an extra designer here in the course team. We need to look at. Okay, so what I want to do is we can. Let's just copy. Let's do duplicate you to we're just gonna we're duplicating another row. As you can see, they're cactus. We're gonna get rid of the cactus down here and down here and down here. Okay. We're gonna duplicate you, place you there, and then we're gonna let's duplicate you, and we're gonna put everything down into these two areas there. Just so that you know we have some lighting down in here. We're gonna duplicate you again. Just we're adding basically now. If we go in here, we should have enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should have enough to manage teams. We have core. We can hire 2 more people. I think we need to hire another 2D, 3D. We're going to work on hiring a 3D person. 2 3D people. So let's go. Let's look at programmer, 3D, and we're going to begin looking. Okay. That guy has 3D and a cup of some extra in there, and has some HR compatibility. You're hired, my dude. We're just gonna look again. I don't think. Okay, I was just seeing if there was any. He was hired because he had some good capabilities, and like I said, we're gonna hire an artist also down in 3D, but making sure that it looks as a high 3D compatibility. Because having a little bit of somebody down in the 3D space, he's also hired because he has a lot of 3D and some network and some stuff, and he has even some 3D there. So I think we'll hire him. Hire those 2 guys. I think we should be okay. Except all. Now we are working on Vanil bytes for the core team. We did hire a little bit of some extra. We hired 4 extra people. Now, 1 was followed on up to 3D. Now, what I'm going to do next here is we're going to come down here. What I want to do is, in the back here near the bathroom area, what I want to do is we're going to get an extra, oops, we're going to add in basically another, we're going to add in a couple of water coolers. In the back there so that we can have more relatively able to view. We might work on getting a cantina here at some point. Does have called in sick. Okay, that's fine. Oh. If that's all that there is, not having the social needs met. We did just finally add in a couple of extra things. Oh, let's call in maintenance now, I guess. You know what? Let's call in maintenance. We could hire maintenance, but I don't want to do it right now. As you can see, Vanil Bytes has a lot of active users. And I'm thinking we could probably get away with printing some of that stuff. Now what I want to do is I want to move that guy from cleaning to come in an hour earlier than what everybody else is. And then I'll hire a second cleaner that'll come in basically from 10, come in and cross-check. We'll have two cleaning crew. We have one IT because we don't really need a whole lot of that right now. And I think just having a second cleaner to come in later in the day, because it still doesn't look terrible, but I think just having the bytes does not meet demand. We'll order some more copies. Instead of doing 7, we'll do 9. 95, and then we should be okay. Who's not having a social needs net? You're not having a social needs net. What year is it? It's 1990. First off, computerized PC. That doesn't come until 95. Do decoration. I know that we have a TV in here somewhere. That also does not come until 95. Okay, so I think... I think that should be alright. Now, we're working on Vanil Bytes too. It's only on its second iteration here. It seems like our networking... let me look at manage employees. And manage... Basically, we have hardly any network designers in network in 1, 1, and 3. I don't get this. In relatively, we have like some 2D. We have a few of everybody in there. But looking at it, our 2D design is down. So I think we could hire another. Just so we can get this, I think we're gonna hire another designer, but this one's gonna be in a 2D designing role. If we can begin looking, I would like to look again, just because I would like to have a little bit more of compatibility. You have a lot of great into 2D. We do. Oh, so you have 221. That just is an update's wrong. Okay. Um, so the 2D is fine because it's got 2, 2, and a 1. Um, I think we'll just hire you since you do have a little bit of art in there as well. You're hired on the core team. We're hiring one extra person. Vanil bytes still does not meet demand. Let's go with let's change this to a 10, 56, and we will actually no. Let's order 100 of the 100,000 of those, so we can support more copies. Because that way, then we can get a little bit more, and if we have a little extra over in stock. In stock. Now, one's not going to have a desk to work on. So we're going to duplicate you. And we're going to put one back there. Now, that's pretty much all I'm adding, because I don't want, because we could add in 2 more, but I don't want to overdo it, because then I don't want to, because support is supposed to only be handling services, and it's not, who employees went on vacation. Okay, so we're going to turn off those because we don't need it. Let's do data overlay. Let's look at temperatures first. Let's do effectiveness. Not very not NA. It's not effective as much. Satisfaction. Environment. It looks like that the environments are still relatively good. The only one that's probably going to be a bad environment is that there. But I think we are doing okay. We're still... Because I think that's... electricity. How's our electricity doing? High consumption. No consumption whatsoever. Maintenance, insulation. How bad? It's not terrible in these. It's good insulation here. It's not the best insulation. And those rooms are okay. Okay, so I think we are doing good. We can turn off the data overlays here. Now, if you guys notice, I do have a new camera. It's, I don't know how well you guys think of this camera or compared to my other one. I'm kind of really don't know. I really like this one. I've been using it 2 cameras. One that doesn't have really what seems so washed out, but that's just because of my light is yellow back there, kind of a yellowish tint to it. So you also won't see much of a good quality on it, but hey, it works. That's kind of why I added. I could, you know what? I think let's just I think we can furniture. I think we can get a second one in there. But if we do that, we're gonna have to move this because there's not gonna be. But anyway, no. That's going to allow us to get another one. Most notably, let's try to get someone in design into networking and maybe system if we can. Designer, networking. Begin looking. No, let's look again. Somebody who has at least like networking in their, that they have something that they can do, because like I don't want support or anything. They do have a little bit of audio, I guess, but I'm torn. I think I really am wanting to do this guy because we do have you have three, because basically what I'm trying to do is trying to look at other, trying to look for somebody who can do systems as well. So we're gonna have to look a little bit more. Okay, this guy would be good if he was, you know, I'm just looking for somebody who has system work, but who also has, no, we're gonna continue. You have 3D, you have some system, but not what I'm looking for. You are actually going to be hired because I wanted a little bit of system design. We can get you in some 2D. You're hired, dude. You would have been high. He would have been a great hire if he hadn't have been. Now, if we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3, which is going to be 16. No, wait. We have 3 by 4, which is 16, 17, 18, 19. We should be able to have, no managed teams. There should be 19. So we have, we're missing, so if we have, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we might have 14 people, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Let's hire somebody in networking then. Designer in system, I mean. Looking. Somebody who, okay, so you have some system and networking programming. I'm going to do one more look, do 2 more, I guess, because I want to have at least somewhat of a good. You're hired, dude. I don't care, you're hired. Now, core, we're going to educate the persons. We're going to educate you in some system. Everybody's going to get that education wherever they can. System and networking are what needs to be up there and in very good shape for Vanil bytes. Now I'm going to probably say that with the acquisition of all of our companies, the guy that we were doing, products, no, yeah, we were trying to acquire these guys, but they're like $71,000. So we're just gonna give up on. We're just gonna give it up on those. We're gonna give up on those guys because, frankly, no, stick health money. They've only have one. So, and we are Drive Corp Inc. only has about 20,000 people on their board. On products, they are only an audio tool maker, which is great. I think we can do details. I think we'll definitely buy those guys at some point. Let's educate you in network. Those that don't have, we're going to educate in 2D. If you don't have any education, we're going to go into system. We're going to hire maintenance now, I think. Because basically we have some down time. Got another person who can be educated in the core team. You're going to be educated in some system. Because frankly, our system education, you're going to get in full system. So now once everybody's getting the education and stuff, it's going to start getting, we're going to start taking off. As you guys know, we did build this the last episode. And as you can see, we've expanded the core team. We haven't needed to expand the service right now. Just to share because, you know, we still have those active users in there. But we're still going to educate, we're just going to be an all-around kind of team. Okay, now, as you can see, we are getting everything that is being queued is basically, we're going to assign, manage employees. We're going to say that, yes, they are in secondary, so they should be assigned to this as well, but I don't think we need to worry about it. Let's go. I'm going to educate. You don't have any education in anything, so let's go. I think system, I guess, because you know we're still trying to get. I think network, but oh well. I think you should have really gotten that guy. Should have gotten network. I didn't check it quite right. Alright, so we do have these extra things down here, which is great. That has more room. So, as you can see, we only have about $8,256.958. $8 million, sorry, $8 million. $8.2 million, I guess. Vanil, we're gonna see if we can port this over to Frame OS there, because that is such, we can get so much more people involved in it. And looking at it, it's like there's not a lot of operating systems out. So we might get into an operating system at some point. We'll educate you. System education. You're going to be doing, we're going to get you networking. Full networking observation, because we do need networking. Vanil bytes, it's tough in getting things to where we want them to be. Eventually we'll probably create a game team. A game side of things, but now it is July, so it does mean that we have less people right now. Our porting is, we're gonna put porting in high priority right now. We're gonna drop you down to 5, because we want the porting to go for Vanil bytes. Vanil bytes 2 is definitely coming out. We just want to get more people into Vanil bytes. Plays have been on vacation. That's all right. Because as you can see, we are getting the support for Vanil bytes is getting down there, and that's why I have these guys kind of helping on the porting process. so that, you know, we are getting the ports done. We are getting that iteration done slowly but surely. Porting to Frame OS is going to take us a little bit of a longer time. How? I need to get one of those rest pads, I guess. I don't know. It's slowly. We're slowly going to get done. I'm going to end it there a little bit late, a little bit today. I will definitely be back at it at a, recording it a little bit later. But we want to make sure that we are getting the support for Vanil bytes has done us some really good. I'm wanting to get this porting done and Vanil bytes out of that initial iteration phase, I guess. Because we have managed employees. Yeah. So see, I let these guys are to be secondary in whatever they are doing. It might be that their porting might be a little bit out supported. We are gonna. We did get a. I don't think we got much from the people over there. I don't think we got many users, and it is our first product anyway. But I think we're doing pretty good. We have about 8K. I wanted to see if Drive Corp. I just like details. Like I have, like they've gotten really some neck of the woods. The fancy LTT. I would just there what Throwback Productions only that much details. Oh, they're owned by Alpha Street. Alpha Street. Oh, Alpha Street's not that much. But it shows that they're Alpha Street and they're owned by that. So I don't know. I'm trying to get a subsidiary at some point. Educate you more in. I don't know. I think we'll just educate you in a little bit of 2D because you'll be an all-arounder. It looks like we haven't had any break-ins in a while. Well, educate. It looks like networking. Accept all and close. Because a lot of it is just has to do with system and networking, which most everybody has a lot of 2D in them. A lot of 2D art levels and design and stuff. What I'm thinking right now is what kind of printers do we have available to us? We have the medium printers. These don't come out until 2000. What I'm gonna do is let's go down here. We're gonna see if we can start taking some print jobs and stuff. So what I want to do is if we go. Hold on. Go one. If we go one, hold on. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inwards from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think what we'll do, and then we'll go. There. I think we should be able to have enough room for doing some printing. So now what we need to do is let's I want to use a unique kind of stairs. I want to do something where they come down at a spiral. Okay, so no. So we need to move it over by 1. Or, you know what? Let's do it the other way. Wait, but if we have to do it that way, move it over by 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is we're going to take I'm going to do a thing like that. I don't know. Actually, let's go. There, let's go by 2, and then we'll merge those rooms together. What I really wanted to actually do is more or less... I know, I'm spending a little bit of money here. Let's merge those rooms together. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave this as a plain old door there. Now let's do this. Let's dismantle that. Let's actually put you down. Put double doors down here. This is going to be down to our printing area. So now we need to our printing. Now we could also do under here. We could also do a SCM down here, which isn't terrible, I guess. What we're going to do is we're just going to put the we're going to put printers along the sides of these walls here. First off, we need printers, and I need to find those. Function printing. Okay. And then what we need to do is, okay, so if we want to do printing, we can't place them here because we need to have space and room. So let's go. What? Okay, let's move these into there. We're going to place these down here like so. Okay. And then we got we could go giving them a double space there, I think. And then we could go double spacing there, but I think we'll go single. Yeah, let's go single, and I think what we'll do is we'll go single for now. Now, we're going to move the furniture over by 1 and back down. I know that those won't have access right now, but we're going to give them access. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to say, I think this is as far as we're going to go. I'm kind of hopeful that we can start getting deals and stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the furniture. Come on, thank you. Put these down here. We don't have them in the corners there. Okay, I think that should be enough of printers, I think. And then let's come down here. Let's find our free reign room. We're gonna still give it a double extender, but we're not gonna add double the merge those rooms together. So now we have a little bit of a room. I do still want to make sure that we have the full wall length over here, so we'll do 2 more there. Okay, so now we cannot take any printing or any kind of deals because I was kind of, we're gonna have to hire carriers and be able to kind of support that. So we'll see how things go. How things go with that. You might have to see that in the next episode, but we do need to hire a receptionist before we can take any deals like that. So let's slow things down there. Manage staff. I need to hire a receptionist. Guests who are receptionists will greet who are visiting your company will greet guests who are visiting your company offer deals. You cannot receive deals without receptionist. So we only need 1 receptionist, Robert Salone. Now, I don't know if a receptionist, a reception area, I guess. What we'll do is we'll put the reception. So now what we're going to have to do is I would like to get in a little bit of a reception area. So I'm wondering if we can. We're going to have to clear that out of the way. Let's go. So it must be built inside rooms. What? You can't build inside rooms. Yeah, I know. Then we'll do that. It's not going to be so squarish anymore, I guess. Now what we're going to do is, I don't know, we'll put the receptionist there, and we'll put like a double door, I guess. It'll be double single doors, rather than, we'll have you there as to bring in some light, and then we'll put you there. So that we can have the receptionist can get to her desk now, or his desk, I don't know. And we're going to give them the best office chair that we can. Hold on, can we move you can we move you over by 1? And then can we place the chair? Well, okay, so it should be points. I don't know, that might be a standing job. Who knows? Who knows? So we'll just leave it there for right now. Put in a light in here. And we'll put in a clock in here for the thing. And then I think what we'll do is we can put in a painting there. And maybe a plant back there. As so that when they come walking in, there is not going to be any seating though. Any seating. So there's our reception area. I don't know if we have to stand up. I don't know. If that's the case, we could always move the thing out a little bit further. Yeah, it's a standing job, so I think that should be alright. We don't got any deals yet. I think we'll probably have to wait a day to get those. Got a deal. A print job. Once 137,000. For that, we can sure definitely do that. Unless that. So yeah, so we can take those. That's a print job for Alpha Street. Now, they want it done by December of this year, which we can get that done. Let's hire some couriers. So let's hire about 3 couriers, I guess. 1, 2, 3. And what we'll do is let's hire a 4th one. And what we'll do is we'll say, we'll do these. We'll put 2 at 10. No, we'll put 2 at 12. Actually, no, let's go back by, let's do that there so they have a little bit of overlap. So that we can, okay. So that should be okay. So now we have availability. Our receptionist is standing there at the front desk. It's a tight squeeze. We'll fix that once we do have, we'll fix the insides later. So we do still have support for it. Now I could, we could check and port any, and check to see the porting. We do have the Opti OS2. I think we'll do port to the Opti OS2 as well. Because I think getting that to be porting, I think is going to do us a little bit some good. Because getting that porting done, getting more support for it. We're not going to be porting it too much anymore because Vanil bytes 2. This will be our last port for Opti. At some point, I do want to get into supporting for operating systems and making everything exclusive to our own operating systems. But for now, we can't do that. We got some more deals. We got a print job. We can accept you, I guess. Distribution. Deals. I know, but I don't know, where can I see for print job? Box. I could buy into my own stocks, which I think I'm going to. Burglars have successfully looted. It doesn't look like that they've looted the stuff as much, so buying into my own stocks isn't terrible. Let's go. We do need to get some lighting down here. Now, I'm not going to do the Function, lighting. And then we'll put some down over here. Because we are so close to the edge there. And then, see, that's going to take us, electricity's not so much of electricity. That takes up a lot of more electricity. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up a couple of these on the walls. More or less, we'll set these don't take up as much electricity. So those that where we can place on the walls for right now, we will. So we'll see how well we can do with the digital distribution. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Let me just put in these final two lights here. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. If you guys really want to stay up to date with all things Gamingmadirocks, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys in the next Software Inc. episode. Or maybe another video, I don't know. We'll see you guys later. Oh, you can also check out these two videos as well, and we'll see you guys later.